As we navigate the natural journey of aging, a crucial aspect of our well-being that often signals the passage of time is the strength and stability of our legs. These foundational pillars of our mobility and independence are frequently the first to reveal the subtle yet significant effects of aging. Without dedicated care and attention, their vigor can diminish more rapidly than we might anticipate. However, the good news is that maintaining robust, healthy legs does not necessitate costly interventions or exhaustive exercise regimens. In fact, by strategically incorporating just 3 specific food items into our daily dietary habits, we can profoundly impact our leg health and overall physical resilience. This exploration delves into the scientifically supported secrets that empower us to preserve strong, mobile legs, irrespective of our age. We will uncover the 3 indispensable foods that every senior should embrace to combat muscle deterioration, alleviate joint discomfort, and sustain optimal stability. Furthermore, these remarkable foods possess the capability to ward off serious age-related conditions such as sarcopenia, the progressive loss of muscle mass, and osteoporosis, the thinning and weakening of bones, both of which pose a significant threat to our cherished independence. If you find yourself not yet subscribed, I strongly encourage you to do so and to activate the notification bell so that you remain informed of all our upcoming videos. Your engagement and support are incredibly valuable to me. Should you find this video enlightening and beneficial, your contribution through likes and shares will directly assist me in my mission to disseminate these vital health lessons to a wider audience. To help me tailor future content to your interests, please comment with a 1 if the topic of this video resonates with you, or a 0 if it does not, providing me with valuable feedback for improvement and the creation of even better videos for your benefit. Now, let us embark on this journey of discovery, beginning with our first essential food. Food number 1, protein-rich foods. As we gracefully navigate the later stages of life, one of the most critical yet frequently overlooked strategies for safeguarding our health is a conscious focus on nourishment, with a particular emphasis on protein. Protein transcends its classification as a mere macronutrient. It stands as the very cornerstone of muscle maintenance and repair, acting as the invisible scaffolding that fortifies our physical structure and propels us through life with enduring strength and vitality. Consider protein as the foundational bedrock upon which our physical house is built. Without its integrity, all else risks deterioration. For older adults, especially as we advance into our 6th and 7th decades and beyond, ensuring our bodies receive an adequate supply of this indispensable nutrient becomes even more paramount. Our muscles exist in a perpetual cycle of breakdown and rebuilding, and protein plays an absolutely pivotal role in facilitating both the repair and growth of muscle tissue. Reflect for a moment on the constant demands placed upon our muscles. Every movement, whether it's walking, standing, or even a simple act like sitting, engages these vital tissues. Optimal functioning of these muscles is contingent upon proper nutrition, and this principle holds particularly true for the muscles in our legs. These leg muscles bear the entire load of our physical existence, carrying us from one place to another, whether it's traversing a room, ascending stairs, or embarking on a leisurely walk in the park. As the years accumulate, however, our bodies begin to experience a natural decline in their efficiency at preserving muscle mass. This inevitable physiological process is known as sarcopenia, and it is a reality that many of us will eventually confront. The experience can be disheartening, even frustrating, as we observe a decline in our strength, encounter increased fatigue, and struggle with fundamental tasks that once seemed effortless. Yet, the truth is that this process is not an insurmountable destiny. With a strategic approach to nutrition, specifically by prioritizing protein intake, we can significantly decelerate the effects of aging on our muscles and, in some instances, even reverse a portion of the accrued damage. Protein acts as the key that unlocks the door to maintaining muscle mass and consequently preserving our mobility. Imagine the profound sense of freedom that comes from navigating your days with the strength and confidence derived from proactively caring for your body. Protein ensures that the muscles in your legs, and indeed throughout your entire body, remain robust, functional, and capable of supporting you throughout your life's journey. When it comes to selecting protein-rich foods, a vast and delectable array of options awaits us. Regardless of whether your dietary preferences lean towards meat, vegetarianism, or veganism, you can readily discover an abundance of protein-packed foods to suit your palate. For those who consume meat, lean cuts such as chicken, turkey, and beef offer exceptional sources of high-quality protein. These meats are replete with the essential amino acids that your muscles require for effective repair following periods of physical exertion. But the culinary journey does not end here. Let us turn our attention to fish. Particularly fatty fish varieties like salmon, tuna, and mackerel are not only brimming with protein, but also provide a rich source of omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats offer substantial benefits for joint health, and as we age, our joints are in constant need of support. Omega-3s play a crucial role in mitigating inflammation and ensuring adequate lubrication of our joints, which is indispensable for maintaining comfort and mobility in our later years. And then there are eggs, the humble yet extraordinarily potent food that has graced many diets for centuries. Eggs are a veritable treasure trove of essential amino acids, vitamins, and minerals, all of which contribute significantly to muscle repair and development. Moreover, their versatility allows them to be effortlessly integrated into virtually any meal. It is vital to recognize the profound importance of protein for maintaining leg strength. Without sufficient protein, our muscles are deprived of the necessary fuel to sustain their strength, which can precipitate a gradual attrition of muscle mass, especially within the legs. The muscles of our legs serve as our fundamental support structure. They bear our weight and are absolutely critical for the execution of daily activities. Should these muscles weaken, even basic actions like rising from a seated position or walking can become fraught with pain or considerable difficulty. Regrettably, a significant number of individuals remain unaware of the crucial role protein plays in this context until they begin to experience the tangible effects of muscle loss. This is precisely where protein assumes its pivotal significance. Scientific research has conclusively demonstrated that a diet rich in protein can effectively prevent sarcopenia, reduce the propensity for falls, and enhance overall mobility. Ensuring a daily intake of adequate protein stands as one of the most potent strategies for averting muscle loss and preserving one's independence throughout the aging process. If you are contemplating ways to integrate more protein into your diet, rest assured, the task is far less daunting than it may seem. A straightforward strategy involves incorporating a protein-rich food into every meal. For breakfast, consider indulging in a couple of scrambled eggs or an omelet generously filled with vegetables, thus deriving both protein and beneficial fiber. For lunch, a protein-packed salad featuring grilled chicken or tuna, adorned with a colorful assortment of vegetables, offers a delightful and nutritious option. For dinner, you might opt for a lean cut of beef or a hearty lentil stew, both of which are not only delicious and satisfying, but also exceptionally rich in protein. Snacks present another excellent opportunity to augment your protein intake. A handful of almonds, a serving of Greek yogurt with fruit, or a convenient protein bar can provide that essential extra nourishment your muscles require between meals. For those who encounter challenges in obtaining sufficient protein from whole foods, exploring dietary supplements such as protein shakes or powders can be a viable solution. Numerous protein supplements are specifically formulated for seniors, often enhanced with additional vitamins and minerals designed to support bone and joint health. These can serve as a convenient method for boosting your protein consumption, particularly if you experience difficulty consuming adequate amounts through your regular meals. Nevertheless, it is imperative to exercise discernment when selecting supplements, opting for products that are free from excessive sugars and artificial additives. After all, just as you would refrain from filling your body with unhealthy junk food, it is equally important not to burden it with low-quality supplements. Here's another critical piece of advice. Distributing your protein intake evenly throughout the day proves more efficacious than consolidating it into a single large meal. Your body demonstrates a superior capacity for absorbing and utilizing protein when it is supplied in smaller, more manageable doses across your meals. Aim for approximately 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal, which is roughly equivalent to the amount found in a palm-sized portion of chicken, 2 eggs, or a cup of beans. This approach ensures a consistent and steady supply of amino acids to your muscles, which is indispensable for their repair and growth. For individuals who are uncertain about their precise protein requirements, seeking guidance from a nutritionist or healthcare provider is a highly recommended step. They possess the expertise to determine the optimal protein intake tailored to your unique needs, activity levels, and overall health status. There is no occasion for embarrassment in seeking assistance. Understanding the right nutritional balance for your body is an integral component of leading a long and healthy life. If you are still actively engaged with this video and find the information presented to be beneficial, please signify your continued presence by commenting with a 1 below. Remember, however, that protein, while critically important, is not the sole determinant of strong legs and overall bodily health. It is but one element within a larger framework. To truly thrive during your golden years, it is essential to complement protein with other vital nutrients such as omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins D and C, and magnesium. When these nutrients converge, they create a powerful synergistic effect that bolsters muscle health, enhances joint function, fortifies bone density, and promotes overall vitality. Envision them as a cohesive team working in concert to ensure you feel your absolute best. The encouraging news is that it is never too late to commence paying closer attention to your nutritional intake. Whether your preference lies with meat, fish, eggs, or plant-based options, rest assured that securing an adequate daily protein intake is achievable. With the right dietary choices, you will be well equipped to maintain strong and resilient legs, and indeed your entire body as you advance in age. More importantly, you will preserve your independence and your capacity to fully engage with life's myriad experiences. You deserve to move through each day with a sense of energy, joy, and the freedom to pursue your passions. Therefore, nourish your body with protein, prioritize your self-care, and hold steadfast to the knowledge that your most vibrant years may very well still lie ahead. Food number 2, omega-3 fatty acids. As we traverse the intricate tapestry of life, aging emerges as an undeniable and continuous process. With its progression comes the gradual yet persistent wear and tear on our physical bodies. It is often the subtle yet profoundly impactful shifts in our health and overall sense of well-being that can catch us by surprise. One of the most significant and frequently underestimated aspects of aging is the imperative of maintaining our physical strength and mobility. For a considerable number of us, the simple act of rising from bed in the morning or ascending a flight of stairs can transform into a formidable challenge as the years advance. It is a widely acknowledged reality that joint pain, stiffness, and muscular discomfort are common adversaries encountered during our golden years. This is precisely where omega-3 fatty acids enter the picture, a vital nutrient possessing the remarkable capacity to significantly influence the way we age, contributing to the preservation of strong legs and healthy joints. Omega-3 fatty acids are far more than a fleeting health trend. They are fundamental to the long-term health of our bodies, particularly as we mature. I have come to appreciate just how indispensable these healthy fats are, not only in effectively managing inflammation, but also in actively promoting flexibility and enhancing mobility. For me, the process of learning about the role of omega-3s has felt akin to discovering a secret weapon in the battle against the debilitating effects of time, thereby ensuring my continued ability to remain active and mobile for as long as humanly possible. As our bodies age, chronic inflammation has a tendency to become increasingly prevalent. While it might not be a conscious thought for many, this inflammation plays a pivotal role in the genesis of uncomfortable conditions such as arthritis, joint stiffness, and muscular fatigue. These inflammatory processes can leave us feeling achy, perpetually tired, and at times utterly defeated. The true brilliance of omega-3s lies in their potent anti-inflammatory properties. By aiding in the reduction of inflammation that tends to accumulate within our joints and muscles, omega-3s can substantially alleviate the discomfort and stiffness that can render even the simplest of tasks arduous. In my personal experience, I have observed that implementing modest changes, such as incorporating more omega-3 rich foods into my diet, has not only facilitated physical movement, but has also contributed to enhanced mental clarity and an overall improved sense of well-being. The remarkable efficacy of omega-3s stems from their inherent ability to counteract the chronic inflammation that frequently affects the body as we age. Inflammation acts as a hidden architect behind a multitude of age-related ailments, ranging from arthritis to the degradation of muscle tissue, and it has the potential to undermine the very strength and vitality of our legs. It is one of those insidious processes that can, over time, gradually erode our mobility until, one day, we find ourselves unable to move with the same fluidity and ease as we once did. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, function by assisting in the regulation and reduction of this inflammation, thereby enabling our joints to move with greater smoothness and our muscles to experience a lessened degree of stiffness and soreness. The anti-inflammatory effects of omega-3s are so pronounced that they can provide a natural and effective form of relief for individuals grappling with conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis, leading to an improvement in overall joint function and mobility. Another truly impressive benefit of omega-3s is their contribution to the production of collagen within the body. Collagen, a crucial protein, is instrumental in maintaining the structural integrity, flexibility, and inherent strength of our joints and connective tissues. As we age, the body's natural capacity to produce collagen tends to decline, resulting in joints and tissues that are weaker and less pliable. This phenomenon is a primary contributing factor to the stiffness and pain experienced by a significant number of older adults. Omega-3s, by actively promoting collagen synthesis, help to preserve the structural soundness and suppleness of our joints, bestowing upon us a greater range of motion and a reduction in discomfort. For seniors, this translates into more than just temporary alleviation. It signifies a sustained ability to move with grace and ease, to bend, to stretch, to walk without pain, and to fully enjoy the everyday activities that we so often take for granted. Whether it involves a stroll through the park, engaging with grandchildren, or simply the act of rising from a chair without experiencing discomfort, the benefits conferred by omega-3s are genuinely transformative. So, which foods should we prioritize to harness the power of omega-3s? Fatty fish varieties, including salmon, mackerel, and sardines, stand out as some of the most exceptional sources of omega-3s. Richly abundant in EPA and DHA, the two most readily bioavailable forms of these essential fatty acids. These fish are not merely a culinary delight, but are also exceptionally nutritious, offering a wealth of health advantages that extend far beyond the realm of joint health alone. For those who do not particularly relish fish or find it challenging to consume adequate amounts of omega-3s through dietary means, rest assured there are a multitude of plant-based alternatives available. Chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, and hemp seeds are all outstanding sources of ALA, a plant-derived omega-3 fatty acid that can be effortlessly incorporated into our meals and snacks. These plant-based options are not only versatile, but also represent an excellent choice for vegetarians and vegans seeking to reap the benefits of omega-3s. Integrating omega-3 rich foods into your dietary regimen is remarkably simple and, dare I say, enjoyable. These nutrient-dense foods can be prepared and savored in a variety of ways. One delightful approach is to prepare a hearty salmon salad. Simply grill or bake a portion of fresh salmon and serve it atop a bed of mixed greens drizzled with olive oil and a squeeze of fresh lemon. This uncomplicated meal is not only replete with omega-3s, but also provides a generous supply of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, all of which are vital for overall health. For a satisfying and nutrient-dense snack, I personally enjoy mixing chia seeds into my morning yogurt or oatmeal. The chia seeds impart a delightful crunch and pleasing texture, while simultaneously delivering a healthy dose of omega-3s. Another superb option is to prepare a chia seed pudding by soaking the seeds overnight in almond milk and then topping it with fresh berries or nuts for a naturally sweet and omega-3 rich breakfast. For individuals who find it difficult to obtain sufficient omega-3s solely through their diet, omega-3 supplements such as fish oil or plant-based algae oil offer a valuable alternative. These supplements are readily available in various forms, including soft gels and liquid preparations, and can provide a convenient and effective means of elevating your omega-3 intake. However, it is always advisable to consult with a healthcare professional before commencing any new supplement regimen to ensure its suitability for your specific needs and lifestyle. When augmenting your diet with omega-3s, it is equally important to consider the delicate balance between omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. While both are essential for bodily functions, the typical Western diet is often heavily skewed towards omega-6s, which can inadvertently contribute to inflammation when consumed in excess. By consciously prioritizing omega-3 rich foods, you can effectively help to restore this crucial balance and support your body's overall well-being. Omega-3 fatty acids present an exceptionally straightforward and flavorful pathway to promoting joint health, reducing inflammation, and bolstering the strength of your legs as you age. The impact that these nutrients can have on our physical capabilities is truly remarkable. Whether you choose to savor a piece of grilled salmon for dinner or opt for a handful of walnuts as a snack, the incorporation of omega-3s into your diet can empower you to remain active, live free from pain, and experience a renewed sense of vibrancy as you grow older. As we embrace the inherent challenges that accompany aging, omega-3s represent one of the many invaluable gifts we can bestow upon ourselves, ensuring that our legs remain strong and our bodies continue to move with grace and freedom. It is a relatively small step, yet one that can yield a profound and far-reaching difference. Food number 3, vitamin D and calcium-rich foods. As we embark on the beautiful yet occasionally challenging expedition of aging, we come to a profound realization regarding the paramount importance of diligently caring for our bodies with a particular focus on the integrity of our bones and muscles. There exists a deep and intrinsic connection between the nutrients we consume and the health of our skeletal and muscular systems, and among these, calcium and vitamin D stand out as the two most critical players. These nutrients do more than merely help us maintain an upright posture. They form the very bedrock of our mobility, our strength, and our enduring independence as we age. The natural progression of aging inevitably brings with it a gradual decline in bone density, a reality we cannot afford to ignore. Our bones progressively lose their density, becoming more fragile and increasingly susceptible to fractures. Conditions such as osteoporosis can insidiously take hold, leaving us vulnerable and at a heightened risk for bone breaks and fractures that can drastically compromise our quality of life. However, this is precisely where the synergistic magic of calcium and vitamin D comes into play. These two nutrients work in harmonious concert to preserve the strength of our bones and the optimal functioning of our muscles. They provide us with the essential protection and robust support necessary to remain active, resilient, and empowered as we navigate the complexities of the aging process. It is truly astounding to witness the intricate mechanisms by which these two nutrients operate within our bodies. Calcium serves as the fundamental building block of our bones, ensuring their strength and overall health. Without an adequate supply of calcium, our bones become weak and their propensity to break increases significantly. Yet calcium alone is insufficient. We require vitamin D to facilitate our body's absorption of that vital calcium. Imagine attempting to construct a house without the proper tools. You might possess the bricks, but without the mortar to bind them, the structure will not cohere. Vitamin D acts as that essential mortar, regulating the efficiency with which we absorb calcium and ensuring that we derive the maximum benefit from this crucial mineral. I often contemplate the significant number of individuals, particularly as they advance in age, who struggle to obtain sufficient vitamin D. This particular nutrient holds exceptional importance for us as we grow older, owing to its substantial role in muscle function. Even if we are consuming adequate amounts of calcium without sufficient vitamin D, our bodies simply cannot utilize it effectively. It is akin to trying to operate a vehicle without the appropriate fuel. It will not function. The consequence of inadequate vitamin D is not merely weaker bones, but also an elevated risk of muscle weakness, which can precipitate mobility challenges, a loss of balance, and ultimately falls. Falls represent a terrifying reality for a considerable number of seniors. They are a leading cause of injury and mortality among older adults. However, vitamin D offers us a crucial safety net by supporting muscle function and strength, particularly in the legs. As we age, maintaining our balance becomes an increasingly complex undertaking. This underscores the critical importance of possessing strong, stable muscles, which are indispensable for preventing falls and preserving our independence. The inextricable link between vitamin D and muscle function cannot be overstated. It represents a genuine game changer in terms of remaining stable, secure, and active. Without it, we may find ourselves struggling with even basic tasks like walking or climbing stairs, let alone engaging in more physically demanding activities. I am acquainted with numerous older adults who find it difficult to obtain sufficient vitamin D from sun exposure, whether due to reduced outdoor activity owing to mobility issues or because they reside in regions characterized by prolonged winters and limited sunshine. The undeniable fact is that vitamin D production undergoes a significant deceleration as we age. This is precisely why it is so critically important to actively incorporate foods rich in both vitamin D and calcium into our diets. These nutrients can serve as a veritable lifeline, bestowing upon us the strength and stability necessary to continue living our lives to their fullest potential, irrespective of the challenges that accompany aging. When it comes to calcium, we are fortunate as it is present in many of the foods we know and love. Dairy products, including milk, yogurt, and cheese, are among the most exceptional sources of calcium. Not only are these foods delicious, but they also provide a straightforward means of ensuring we meet our daily calcium requirements. For individuals who are lactose intolerant or who prefer non-dairy alternatives, a plethora of options exist. Many plant-based milks, such as almond, soy, and oat milk, are fortified with calcium to deliver comparable benefits without the presence of dairy. This represents a truly wonderful choice for anyone seeking to maintain a healthy, balanced diet while consciously avoiding lactose. Furthermore, leafy green vegetables such as kale, bok choy, and collard greens are also excellent sources of calcium, alongside other vital vitamins and minerals that contribute to overall health. Let me know that you are still here with me. However, here is where the situation becomes somewhat more intricate. Vitamin D is not as ubiquitously available in food sources as calcium, while fatty fish varieties such as salmon, mackerel, and tuna are indeed outstanding sources of vitamin D. A significant number of individuals still find it challenging to obtain sufficient amounts from their diet alone. Egg yolks and fortified dairy products can also contribute to vitamin D intake, but if you are not regularly consuming these foods, you may still be falling short. This is why many older adults require vitamin D supplementation, particularly if they are unable to derive adequate amounts from sunlight. Fortified foods, including cereals, plant-based milks, and orange juice, can also play a role in boosting your vitamin D levels. Nevertheless, even with these fortified options, achieving optimal levels without some additional assistance can still prove to be a challenge. For those of us who reside in locations with limited sunlight or who simply do not receive sufficient vitamin D from food or sun exposure, supplements emerge as an invaluable resource. Naturally, It is always best practice to consult with a healthcare provider before initiating any supplementation program to ensure that you are receiving the appropriate dosage tailored to your individual needs. However, vitamin D supplements, particularly those in the D3 form, can be remarkably effective in elevating vitamin D levels in your blood. D3 is considered the more bioavailable form of vitamin D and is generally regarded as the superior choice for supplementation. If you are experiencing difficulties in maintaining adequate vitamin D levels, a supplement could very well be the solution that safeguards your bones, muscles, and overall health. Incorporating these essential nutrients into your daily meals is far simpler than you might imagine. Beginning your day with a warm bowl of fortified oatmeal, generously topped with fresh fruit and accompanied by a glass of fortified orange juice, provides your body with a potent combination of both calcium and vitamin D to kickstart your day. For lunch, consider a nutrient-rich leafy green salad featuring kale or spinach, enhanced with a serving of cheese or yogurt as a delightful topping. A simple snack, such as a handful of almonds or a cup of yogurt, can also serve as an excellent opportunity to subtly increase your intake of these vital nutrients. And for dinner, why not indulge in a satisfying meal of salmon or another fatty fish paired with a side of roasted broccoli or sautéed kale? These foods are not only incredibly delicious, but are also packed with the vital nutrients your body requires to remain strong and healthy. For individuals who gravitate towards plant-based meals, tofu and fortified plant-based milk can also serve as excellent alternatives for boosting your intake of both calcium and vitamin D. Remember, the objective is not solely to obtain sufficient calcium and vitamin D. It is about establishing a solid foundation for a future where you can continue to live with independence, remain physically active, and relish all that life has to offer. Strong bones and muscles empower us to keep moving, to continue engaging in the activities we love, and to remain free from the limitations that often accompany the aging process. Whether through the consumption of dairy products, leafy greens, fortified foods, or supplements, making these nutrients a regular and integral part of your diet is a profoundly effective strategy for safeguarding your long-term health and overall well-being. The future holds immense promise, and by ensuring you are adequately nourished with these essential nutrients, you can be confident that your legs will remain strong, steady, and fully prepared to carry you through every stage of life with vitality. As we conclude this discussion, I sincerely hope you have gleaned valuable insights into the critical importance of calcium and vitamin D in supporting bone health, optimizing muscle function, and maintaining leg strength as we age. From understanding how these nutrients synergistically work to protect your bones and mitigate the risk of falls, to discovering simple and practical ways to integrate them into your daily meals, there is a wealth of actionable knowledge available to empower you to take charge of your health and remain strong throughout your golden years. Now, I am eager to hear from you. What have you learned thus far in this video? Is there a particular piece of information concerning calcium, vitamin D, or healthy aging that resonated deeply with you? Please share one key takeaway from today's video that you plan to implement in your life in the comment section below. If you found this video to be enjoyable and informative, please do not hesitate to leave your comment below, bestow upon us a thumbs up, and share it with anyone who you believe could benefit from this valuable information. And, of course, ensure that you subscribe to our channel so that you never miss out on future tips designed to help you lead a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Take good care, and I eagerly anticipate our next encounter in the upcoming video.